I'm the Helldragon. This is part 6 of my Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure playthrough for the Game Boy Advance. Last time we were over at the World Martial Arts Tournament kicking ass in the name of justice, and this time we're over in a winter wonderland where Goku, being an idiot, has fallen asleep in some snow and almost caught a cold to his death. But then this girl saves him, and basically sets up the story for this stage. Pretty much what happens is that these communist dicks, known as the Red Ribbon Army, have taken the mayor and the villagers of this village over to go mine for the next Dragon Ball, which Goku is looking for. And Goku's like, I ain't gonna have that. I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna go save these guys from these dicks. And he'd better, because he's a video game hero, and he has obligations. The thing about this stage, when we get into it, is that it's it's like it's a tower, first off. And it's just one big giant, run and kill. I can't say run and shoot because Goku doesn't have a gun. But pretty much you run through, and it's a lot of event battles, enemies flanking you left and right. Here's the first power-up. You get 3 bars finally. And now this beam actually has some use because it reaches across the whole screen. And it takes a while to charge up, and enemies can still hit you while you're charging up. But, if you use it, you can use it to clear a crowd. Anyways, just all these event battles, enemies flanking you left and right, wolves and soldiers with guns and grenades and robots and crap like that. And this stage would be pretty short if it weren't for these event battles. There's also like 2 mid-bosses and, the last boss of the stage. A stage that's coming up later, the Red Ribbon Base, that's actually like a pretty long level even without all the event battles. And if you take a while to explore through it, you'll find some stuff. I'm gonna be gunning like mad throughout that stage because it's pretty long. And like I said, if you're playing this game, you can go up into the stages and look for yourself. I'm just going through, the straight stuff, what I need to do to beat the level. And I think we're about to get up to the first mid-boss, yeah. Break this box to get a turkey. Now this guy, he's like some robot guy. I don't know. He has the ability to fire missiles from his mouth, and he'll also run over and he'll try to hit you. The thing is about the beam, like I said earlier, it's a good shot, but it takes a while to charge up. And if this guy's running over to you while you're charging up, he can hit you. Like he'll do in a minute right here. Also when you're firing, he'll just run over and hit you anyway, and he'll knock you into the air and do damage. And we don't want that. So keep your distance. If you need to, break off the shot and do a less powerful one. One more beam on it, do it. There we go. The thing is about this guy as well, watch out for that fist right there because it'll fire at you in the back. And if you've got low amount of health left, that'll be the end of you. Go in here to get another power up, another staff extender. Now my staff can get longer than before. And this is where Goku really has an advantage over Krillin. Kill this asshole real quick. Goku has an advantage over Krillin because of that staff, and it especially helps when you're trying to get these annoying camera bots here that shoot at you. Krillin doesn't have range, but he does have, several abilities that Goku doesn't have. Instead of a staff swing move, his L move is solar flare, which is pretty useless. I never actually use it. Does he have an L and R move? I don't think he does. I think I asked that question earlier. Get some unlimited energy shot power-ups over here. I don't actually use them right now. And main thing about Krillin, his advantage, is that in the air, if you're juggling an enemy, you can just rapidly kick him over and over and over. And that's what I use on a lot of bosses that I can actually kick up in the air. And also, other bosses that I can't, because that's pretty much his best move. But still, the game isn't that hard overall, but Krillin's more of a challenge, taking care of these annoying camera bots. And see, they dart around like that, which make them hard to hit sometimes. Finally, I get him. And yeah, another mid-boss. This mid-boss is interesting. Break this box for a full health. This guy is called Mr. Purple, if I recall correctly, who is a ninja. Not Naruto's not a ninja, and I guess this guy's not a ninja either. He likes to teleport everywhere and do various moves. He down stabs at you, he throws kunai at you, he can also jump in the air and throw him at an angle. Try to keep your health up in this fight, don't let him hit you too much, because of the fight that's coming up right after this. The beam can stop his projectiles, but even after you stop firing, he'll just keep shooting at you anyway. He'll also block, so to block any excessive combos that you might try to do on him. One more hit ought to do it. Alright. Thing about this guy, even though this guy's dead, he has like 5 brothers. Yeah, they were brothers, I think, in the anime. You want to use your staff swing move throughout this fight. This is okay, even though we want to go into the final boss fight of this level with a full bar. You'll be able to build it back up by the time you get there. So use that staff swing move and do all the crowd clearing techniques I've been telling you about. Keep your distance. Don't let him hit you too much. I'm really aggressive, so I take a lot of damage in this fight. Even though these clones don't do as much damage, brothers or whatever, they don't do as much damage and they each have only 1 bar, there's still like 5 guys against you, so try not to get hit too much. But use the staff swing, use the staff throw. You can throw this guy, so throw him into his brothers to hit them all at once and try to catch them all in your attacks. This guy's almost taken care of. Yeah, he's almost dead. Get this guy, and then the last one right here has only a little bit of health left. If I can ever get him, finally. Now let's finish off this crazy level. More event battles coming up. You know, actually that reminds me. Speaking of Dragon Ball, I've been hearing rumors recently of, well, it's like, apparently some director has signed on to do a live-action Dragon Ball movie. I don't know if this rumor's been denounced, but recently it came back up. And I just want you all to realize how much that would suck. Because here's the thing, I'm not just talking here because, like, okay, you know, like, video game adaptation movies, right? You know how they usually suck. Because I think why they suck, and the same case you'll have here if they ever do make a Dragon Ball live-action movie, is that, first off, you've got the subject matter. I mean, look at Dragon Ball. It's very obviously cartoony, very obviously anime, Japanese, crap like that. And if you make this into a live-action movie, you have to strike a balance, because when you make an adaptation, there's 2 things you basically have to settle for. Not only do you have to appease fans of the original license, but you also have to set up the movie in a way so that it doesn't alienate, like, people who've never seen the license before. And if they look at a licensed movie, and you have to also make them say, hey, I might want to see this. So you have to strike a balance, and that's why I think a lot of video game adaptations don't work, is that they fail to find this balance. And also maybe because the actors suck, I don't know. Mortal Kombat was guilty of this, especially Annihilation. The first one I kinda liked. The first one was pretty decent, had Christopher Lambert in it, so I guess it wasn't all too bad. But still, yeah, not as good. Annihilation, for what I've seen, it just sucked horrible. Especially Shao Kahn, which they really fucked up. I'm not a Mortal Kombat fan, but even I know not to mess up guys like Shao Kahn. Back to this event battle here. Just go up and down on the stairway, throw guys at each other, use that down kick to lead into a staff throw. I think we're getting near the end of the level here. I just have to charge through the rest of the way. If you pick up this life, these robots will get you. And these are the bad kind of robots because, you know, the red ones, if you're near them when they blow up, you'll take damage. Just use the beam, clear them out. And I think we're almost at the end of this level. Yes, we are. Just kill this one glass guy over here because I don't like his face. And we're about to lead up to the boss. Now, I told you earlier to save, try and have a max bar when you get to this fight, because here's why. This boss is, we want to take this boss out quick, because the thing is about, there's 2 things about him. White's gonna drop us in here in a minute. Hold on. There we go. Thing is about this boss, first off, he's so fat that apparently normal attacks can't damage him. Secondly, he fires electricity out of his antenna, which is really hard to dodge. So what you want to do over here is that you want to break the wall, because remember that it's really cold outside, right? When you break the wall, the cold air is going to come in, and it's going to freeze this guy. What you want to do while he's frozen is, you know, go over there and whoop his butt. But see, here's how you want to do it. He only has 1 bar, but this guy can still be a problem because he's firing all this electricity at you that does a good amount of damage. Once you freeze him the next time, fire warp attack after warp attack after warp attack, one after another, and then melee him from the finish. You want to finish him off quick. Otherwise, he'll just basically kill you because there's no real way, I think, to dodge his electricity. I'm sure there is, but I just haven't figured it out yet. But still, kill him real quick. Otherwise, he'll give you problems. White's basically saying, what, you're some kind of kid. Come on, you want to take me out? Go ahead and take me out. And Goku's like, well, okay. You asked for it. And as we all know, Goku pretty much kicks the crap out of White. And the mayor's freed, and the villagers are freed, and Goku finds the 2-star ball for whatever wish he's trying to shoot for. And in the next stage, actually, this part of the game deals with the encounters with the Red Ribbon Army. We're actually going to fight another general next in the underwater cave, which is coming up next. A big maze-like cave that even though I'm going to be gunning through one straight path as best as I can, if you're playing this game, you can go off on your own tangent and find out for yourself. But anyway, that's it for me in this installment of the Dragon Ball Advanced Adventure playthrough. I'll be seeing y'all later in Part 7.